business that attracted customers to it. And I discovered it, and I'm excited to share that with you today. So welcome everybody. Trying to get live here on YouTube, and it did. Perfect. Okay, we are ready to get started here. Let me share my screen with you. And we're gonna get rocking and rolling here. Okay, one more thing. Okay, perfect. All right, so today we're gonna show you exactly how to go from 0 to 10K in 30 days and how that, the proven plan of exactly how to do that. My goal is to help everyday families create income online with ease and with a purpose. I want the grind to stop. I really want us to change this generational struggle and turn it into how can we create generational wealth that will last legacies, right? Doesn't that sound good? So why a proven plan matters. This is so important because when you have a proven plan, that means you can stop trading time for money because that's exhausting, which what that means is you have a job, you work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. If you're not working the 40 hours, you're not making the money. That is not time leverage, right? When you have a proven plan, you can change that. And with a proven plan, you can learn passive income, which gives you time freedom, which when you have time freedom, you have peace, and then you can have a purpose and a really good meaning out of your life. And a proven plan will stop the cycle of stress and scarcity. I truly want to help you stop that. Joining from Italy, I just got back from Italy. I absolutely love Italy. If you guys have never been to Italy, get it off your bucket list because it is breathtaking and I absolutely cannot wait to go back. So today you're going to learn from real people with real results. Moms, dads, retirees are building 10K a month businesses. It gives you more time with your kids, more time to travel freedom, and more time to build that legacy. And you can do this as well. Like, this is what I love. I absolutely love the fact that you don't have to be a certain type of person. You don't have to have a following. Matter of fact, I will show you how to go from brand new account on social media and how to turn that into 10K months. And hopefully Daryl's on today. If he is, hopefully he can share with you guys, because Daryl just in 72 hours made $5,600 and another 900 just came in. So that's in the last 3 days. And so I'm excited for him to share with you exactly how he's doing that. But he's doing it by following this process, right, that you're going to learn today. That's what we absolutely love about it. And I like this. Sunshine Rose, she goes, boom, 900 came in while she was watching what is that? America's Got Talent with her husband. That's the power of automations, and that's part of the proven process. Remember, no more trading time for dollars. And look at this, a $900 walking out the door for vacation. So getting ready for vacation. So not worried about her business, not worried about anything, but leaving on vacation, and a 900 sale came in. Again, the power of having a proven process to literally follow. Now, I do want you to screenshot this because I am going to share some information with you. You will hear from other people that are going to share the results. Just because they share the results doesn't mean you can achieve those results. I cannot give you no guarantee of success. I can just give you the guarantee that this process has created a community to 55,300 people, 100% from following the proven process. That is documentation beats conversation every single time. So real quick, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Michelle O'Neill. I'm hanging out with you from Kansas, but I'm leaving here in a few hours and heading to my other favorite state of Texas. Super excited about that. But if you go back to 2022, my life looked completely different than it does today. I was struggling. I'm a mom of 6 and a grandma to 5, and time with my children is the most important thing to me. And I was trading time for dollars. I thought if I worked harder, I could make more money. And then I found out by following this blueprint step by step, I just needed to work smarter, and I needed the right proven process to follow that could change my family's life. I started following it. I was able to get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day, and everything shifted. I started having $900 a days coming in. My confidence grew, and I built a business 100% around my family. A business now where we travel the world. Like I said, we just got back from 3 weeks in Europe, which was amazing. I'm going to Dallas. I'll be gone, I think, 12 days. And that's just what we get to do now, is just travel and live life on our terms, because I can build everything, my entire business, from a few apps on my phone. I don't even need a computer. I do 99% on my phone. The other 1% is when I'm doing trainings or doing webinars like this. Other than that, everything is done on my phone, and I absolutely love it. I have to share this with you because if you look at the picture at the bottom right, that's my little peanut. Um, and that's my granddaughter. And I've been able to spend a lot of time with her because when her mom went back to college, I took care of her. So we are really, really close. I'm only sharing that with you because I was able to take her to the ocean for the first time. And just having the ability to be able to do that is worth everything. So I'm sharing with you right now, if you're making choices in your life that you are settling for and you want more, you're in the right place to get more, because not only will you get more time, you'll get more income to definitely make different choices. And now I get to teach everyday people how to create the same type of freedom. And this webinar is your first step, my friend. You're not too late. You just haven't had the right plan until now. So I'm going to share with you the exact blueprint to show you how to automate your way to 10K months. I think automation is huge. It's not work harder for 10K. It's literally automate your way to 10K. You're going to learn how to sell digital programs in high demand and make 100% profit. You're going to learn why you want to promote and sell something that is digital. You're going to learn about the freedom machine that is working for you 24/7. This is how you can get your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. You're going to learn attraction marketing strategy that helps you attract customers to your online business. So no DMing people, no bothering friends and family. And I'm going to exactly break down for you the 2-hour workday, how you can turn that in to DailyPay. And I want to break each of them down for you individually. So again, thanks for being here. Super excited. Now, to make money online, you have to sell something, right? Like, that is how businesses work. So you have to either sell a product, some type of service, right? You have to sell something. So let's break down what people sell. Now, me, I was from network marketing. Okay. Still love the product. So I'm not saying anything bad about network marketing. It just isn't the business plan for me, because you make a very small percent and there's money made, but the money to make decent money, the money's made in building a team, right? And that takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and it's not stable because at any time that team can bounce to another company, right? And that's what I did for years. And I'll just share this one thing with you. I finally got my income in network marketing up to $7,000 a month, which took a lot of hustle and grind. If you know anything about network marketing, you know. And the company, it was actually July of 2022, and the company did a corporate call. And I was like, this is the pivoting moment where I'm going to learn how to get 10K a month and stay there. They actually let us know they were loose with the comp plan. Okay. And they had to change the comp plan. And my income went to 3,000 by the end of the call. I'm sharing that with you because that was the day I realized I'm not my own boss in network marketing. They have all of the control. They can change the products at any time. They can change the comp plan at any time. So that was the day I was like, I need to get out of this industry, and I was done. So how you're feeling right now, that was me in July of 2022. I needed to find something different. And I had so much limiting belief. I had so much stinking thinking. I was like, I'm an introvert. What am I going to do? I don't know tech. I don't want to learn tech. And so I'm sharing with you, when I discovered this process, it was the easy button. And fast forward to almost 3 years ago today that I've been doing digital marketing. It's the easiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And it's the funnest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And it has given me more freedom than I thought was ever possible. So I just want you to know I'm so proud of you that you are here. So another way to make an income is drop shipping. There is such a low profit margin on drop shipping, like you make a few cents on the dollar and you have limited control over supply. So I know a gentleman that is actually does really good in drop shipping, but he hustles. He works a lot of hours. And he says, man, he goes, the thing I don't like about drop shipping is he goes, every time I get a product that does really, really, really good, he goes, we run out of supply. And he goes, so I have like 3 or 4 days where I'm just like floating, and not having to work so hard. Supply's gone. He goes, I got to grind again. I don't know about you, but I am not even interested in that whatsoever. And then affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, I think, is absolutely phenomenal. But I think it's a great additional income because it is slow growth for the main income. And again, you're only making like 25 to 50%. And again, you're not control because the affiliate, the company that does the affiliate, they can change that at any time, right? Now, the next way is create your own product. Actually, that's what I looked at, but I was like, oh my gosh, that takes a lot of time commitment. And managing of costs was outrageous, the lack of support and resources. And you need to learn to market and then introduce a new product to the market. And what if it doesn't sell? I don't know about you, but I was looking to save time, not spend more time. So that wasn't an option for me. So I was like checking the boxes off. And then I discovered digital marketing. I actually discovered it on September 9th of 2022. I discovered on Facebook, of all places. I don't even hardly hang out on Facebook. So it was definitely meant to be. And it was a blueprint that showed me how to promote digital educational programs that were in high demand and that make 100% profit, and they're proven to sell. I was intrigued by every single part of that. Now, I want to explain something to you when you think about digital programs. It's global. So you're not limited to just selling in your own country. Like you can sell everywhere in the world because it is digital. That is powerful. So here is why digital educational programs that are in high demand, why they're the best thing to sell and how you can make 100% profit. Well, first of all, the digital goods economy is a gigantic $950 billion market. Everybody should want a piece of that pie. It is the fastest growing industry ever in the history of the world. Like everybody should want a chunk of that pie. Now, the digital world touches almost every part of our lives today. And it's only getting bigger. Like you think about it, like what do you do in a day that's something is not digital? Like our programs on TV, everything is all digital, right? You can take your Netflix anywhere. It's digital. Like it is so amazing how digital things are today. And over the past decade, technology has created jobs that we once could have never imagined having. We can't predict what's going to happen next, but we know one thing is true. Digital skills are in high demand, and that demand is growing quickly. And people that aren't learning digital skills are truly going to be left out, right? So let's talk about the e-learning industry. So I just want to give you a little bit of history and show you the momentum of it right now and why you want to be part of this industry. It did $950 million in 2019 for 1 year. But by 2023, it was over $1 billion a day. So what happened between 2019 and 2023 to go from 950 million a year to 1 billion a day? COVID hit. People were sent home. So all of a sudden, people were learning online. And it exploded the e-learning industry. People were learning how to crochet online. People were learning how to shoot free throw basketballs online. There is a course out there to teach your horses ballet. That gentleman makes $100,000 a month on a course to teach your horse how to do ballet. That is part of the e-learning industry. It's wild, all the courses out there. But the momentum has hit, and here's why. It's convenient. People can now learn like this instead of having to go somewhere. So 2024, it was 1.2 billion a day. It's projected to be 3 billion a day by 2027. So here's how you, my friend, can take advantage of the digital world and turn it into an income stream. And that is by promoting high quality, proven to sell, done for you digital programs. Yes, there are a lot of them out there, but there are differences as well. Okay. You want to be looking at ones where you make 100% profit. Most of them have an affiliate, so you don't make 100%, which means you don't have that type of control. Now, you might be asking, well, how does a company make money if you can make 100% profit? That's a great question, by the way. That's the only question I asked, by the way. It's because you get a completely done for you, call it your freedom machine, fully automated system ready to go, which I'm going to explain that to you here in a minute. And you get, it's a one-time charge for that after you're inside the program, and it's 39 bucks. You get a complete done for you website for $39. That's what covers the costs to run the company. And you get to make 100% profit. So you're definitely in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself because you have amazing customer support and amazing community to help you. And done for you programs gives you freedom. By selling these programs, you do not have to share your commissions. Now, these are the 4 programs we recommend. Now, here's why we recommend 4. You want to give your customers options, not one size fits all, right? We love because we are in countries all over the world. So we like the fact that currency is different and people have different goals. So that is why we love to give people options and offer 4 different digital programs. So I want you to imagine, okay, I talked about the $39 website fee. Okay, this is what you get. You get a fully automated sales process that works for you 24/7. I want you to imagine having the ability to make money in your sleep. It's called your freedom machine. And this is what it looks like because it's freely out there working for you 24/7. This is the only thing I promote. I give people free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint, the exact step-by-step blueprint. And all they got to do is, in exchange to get it, they put their email in. Here's what happens the moment they put their email in, they're immediately taken to this video. And this video also explains how they're going to get access to that Freedom Formula Blueprint, which is sent to their email, but sometimes it takes 5 to 10 minutes to get there. So that video explains it and gives a little bit more detail. This is a video and the Freedom Formula Blueprint that comes in their email. Here's the part we love. Now, in almost 3 years and 55,300 people later, on average, the ones I personally work with, 1 out of 20 are buying. Our number 1 selling product is $900. So I want you to imagine there's 5 billion people on social media. Imagine if your content, your marketing that you learned how to market, attraction marketing, would attract 20 people a day and put their email in, and your system started converting at 1 out of 20. That's a $900 a day. If you do the math on that, that is $328,000 a year. In 3 years, you're a self-made millionaire in the digital space, all because you were ready to learn how to execute on this. This is exactly the system. I went from 0 to 6 figures in 6 months and made my first million in 17 months. This right here, nothing else. And by promoting the 4 different digital programs. Remember what I said a minute ago? It was the easy button. It's one of the easiest things I've ever done. I would love to know in the chat if you could learn how to get your system attracting 1 customer a day, 900 a day, $328,000 a year. How would that change your life? Can you let me know in the chat? I would love to know what would that give you in life? And I love that, right? Like that's freedom money. Heck, I was just going to be happy if I could make $54,000 a year, pay off my home. Yes. Freedom, relief. Yes. Retirement. Yes. Peace. Yes, my friend. That's what we love, right? I love this. Look at this. $900. Things are starting to roll. Congratulations, Shanna. She just posted this. I absolutely love that. So let's talk about you, my friend, how to make 10K a month on autopilot with digital programs. Okay, again, our number 1 selling product is 900. So all you need is 12 customers a month. 12 customers a month. At 900 a customer, that's $10,800 because remember, you make 100% profit. That is only 3 customers a week. And here's where it gets so exciting. There are 5 billion people on social media, and all you need is 12 a month, and you are making 10K months. That is what I absolutely love. And when I seen this, I was like, that's it. I will follow this proven process until I can achieve these goals. And that's exactly what I did. Nothing fancy. I just followed it step by step. So let me show you how we attract 12 customers and how you can attract 12 customers to your online business. Well, because it's digital, the entire world is your ocean of customers, right? It's complete the ability to sell to anyone in the world. And we use the ultimate marketing system, attracts customers to you on autopilot. So you know what that means, right? No finding customers, no bothering friends and family, no having to direct message people. Your business is on autopilot. I traded DMing people for fully automated system that works for me 24/7. And you know what else is great about having an automated system? It's always at its peak performance. It never has a bad day. It never has an off day. It never gets sick. It never needs to take care of kids. It's fully working 24/7. It's like you literally are just always out there building a business, but it's your automated system. That is one of the things I absolutely love. I have built a multi-million-dollar business now in the digital space, and I've never heard the word no. Never heard the word no. I've never had to ask anybody to buy. That's freedom on a completely different level. Now, you can use an attraction marketing strategy by using free ads that are classified ads that you put on the World Wide Web. Now, I have to share this with you because I loved posting free ads. Like when I first started, it was the best thing I ever did. And let me explain why. I'm an introvert. And so the fact that I could just copy and paste free ads every day, and I would do it for 30 minutes a day. And my only goal was literally is to post one more ad every single day. And I found 10 websites that I could post free ads. And my attraction strategy was to attract moms because I'm like, I know I'm not the only mom that can't stand having to look at her bank account before she can do anything. So I was like, if I could help moms, heck, even learn how to make 300 a day, that's 109,000 a year. And oh my goodness, I'm sure many moms would not have to look at their bank account anymore. So I went after moms and my ads was geared towards moms, but I do understand the power of video. So in my free ads, I did put how the process works and I created a YouTube video, complete ignorance on fire, by the way, and because I was brand new and I created the video. Here's what happened. After 90 days of consistently spending 30 minutes a day posting free ads, yes, it grew my email list. Yes, it grew my customer base. But you guys, it grew my YouTube channel. I had like over 857 subscribers on YouTube and almost the hours to be monetized. Like 30 days later, I was monetized. So because of this free ad strategy, I now am monetized and make money off of YouTube. One strategy turned into multiple income streams. That's the dots that are connected if you do digital marketing the right way. And I absolutely love it. I just would get up every morning, have my favorite music playing, have my favorite drink next to me, and I would copy and paste free ads. The coolest thing ever. And never in my wildest dreams did I think it would grow my YouTube channel like it did, but it did. See, here's the deal. The world has gone digital. So no matter where you go, people are looking at their phone, and no matter the age. I don't know if you're anything like me because I have a digital business. Every time I go somewhere, if I see people on their phone, I kind of try to look what they're looking at. And 99% of the time, it's social media. And it's all different platforms. So we know people hang out on social media. Matter of fact, over 5 billion people. So if you can become the magnet on social media, guess what happens? People are attracted to your content that you post. Every single one of you right now are a consumer of social media. Imagine just taking 1 hour a day and becoming a creator. What can happen? Like, I was like, I will learn that. I will get out of my comfort zone. I don't care that I'm an introvert. I am going to learn this. So I launched on a brand new account. Now, many people can't talk on video because of their job, or maybe you're just super shy. There is also a build your invisible empire strategy where you can build faceless videos. You can just use B-roll that is on your phone. I actually have a complete guide that walks you through step by step how to do that, even how to make 100K in 1 year by doing faceless pieces of content. It's actually really powerful. So here's my question for you. How did you hear about this webinar today? Was it social media, or was it email, or was it both? I would absolutely love to know in the chat. Let me know how you heard about it. Email? Yeah, let me know. TikTok? Yes. Email? Social media, both. Email, yes. Now, the reason why email is because you were on somebody's email list and they sent you an email and invited you. So look at that. TikTok, social media, TikTok. So there's no DMs, there's no phone calls. It's literally this process. Do you see how well it works? So well that on a Thursday at 11:30, a.m. my time, 556 people are on here, all because of this process, because of using social media the right way and email automations the right way. That's how powerful it is, and I absolutely love it. Jessica's like, she had a $2,700 in 1 day, 3 legacy customers. She goes, that is more than my monthly salary at the job that she had for 17 years. She was able to take this program and not only retire herself, but retire her husband. And I noticed she posted on social media the other day, she just bought him a new toy, one of those razors. And I'm like, that's the freedom. Like, we just get to live life on our terms, all because of following a process. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you how to get your income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. I am not your mentor if you want the hustle batch. I'm your mentor if you want to learn how to simplify things and learn how to master certain skills and strategies so you can get your work done in less time. Okay, so let's cover that. So copy and paste free ads. I just shared that strategy with you, 30 minutes a day. I would literally set my alarm and I would copy, paste, and post for 30 minutes a day and create 3 pieces of content, 1 hour. Now, at first, I failed miserably at this. I couldn't get my 3 pieces of content done in 1 hour. I was so in my head. Right now, I can get my 3 pieces of content done in about 30 to 40 minutes. I want you to think about it. The 3 pieces of content, 1 video is probably about 7 seconds. That's going to be your B-roll, your faceless video. Another video can be 30 seconds to a minute, and then another video can be a minute. You get to decide. Or you can do 2 that are 5 to 7 seconds, right? So I love the simplicity of it. And you know what's great about content? It's not a waste of time, my friend. I really want to stress that to you. When you spend an hour a day creating content, it's your digital real estate. You're planting exposure to your business that doesn't go away. When you go work a job for 8 hours a day, if you do not work 8 hours again, you do not make money. Your content will always be out there working for you. That's why I was like, I literally will master content because it doesn't go away. I was brand new. I wasn't even on TikTok 3 years ago. Wild. I personally thought TikTok was a dancing platform and it was for young beboppers or little kids. I didn't know what I didn't know. I got on TikTok terrified in September, and now I have like 133,000 some followers, and I built a multi-million-dollar business off of short form videos. It's amazing. Again, why I call it the easy button. And then 30 minutes responding to comments and responding to emails. That's your 2-hour workday. There is nothing else that you can do that makes you more money than these 3 things right there. That's what I love. That's why I say structure equals freedom. Now, Amy, you guys, Amy is inside our community. And when she discovered this process, oh my, she was working 2 jobs. So she had every excuse, she could have had every excuse to not do this, right? I work all the time. I have 2 jobs. I'm a single mom, but she wanted to change her life. She was done working all the time. So she traded that in for digital marketing, learning these skills. And you guys, she was able to quit both of her jobs. So I would love for her to come on and share her story with you guys. It's so absolutely inspiring. So, Amy, are you with us?
I am. Thank you
Yay.
so much. And 10K in 30 days, right? You're like, I've never made that. I could only dream of making that. That was me. Because as a single mom of 3 kids, I was doing it all on my own. One job wasn't enough, so I got a second job. Here I found myself working literally for years, 18 hours a day between those 2 jobs. But the most important thing to me, just like Michelle, was time with her kids, with her family, right? How can you do that when you're grinding 18 hours a day? You guys, I was not on social media. I didn't have time for that. Work and kids, that's all I knew. But I had the need and the want to build a better relationship with my children that didn't involve grinding at a job. That was much more important to me. And when you look at your kids and you see that you're starting to lose a relationship with them because you're always working, what's it worth to you? So here's a little something that happened. I let my daughter put me on TikTok. I wasn't even on social media, you guys. I was in the trucking industry. I was a waitress part-time. I didn't know about social media. I wasn't on it, right? I knew nothing about sales, marketing, making money online, nothing. But I had to figure this out. I had to. If I wanted to get my family back to where it once was, I had to figure it out. And I came across a video of Michelle talking about this program and how she was getting her time back with her family. And it's exactly what I needed. How was I going to do that between already working 18 hours a day? And let me tell you, it would take me 2 months to make 10K working 18 hours a day, where now I can do that in 2 hours a day. She offers a training to follow, and you just implement those 2 hours throughout your day. And that's all I could do because I was working so much. So literally, I would grab 30 minutes, 45 minutes in the morning before I left, right? On my lunch hour, in between my jobs, and when I got home at night. I literally just followed the step-by-step program and did everything inside of it. I tried it all. I was scared to death. I knew nothing about creating a video. I didn't even know what that plus sign was on the TikTok. I had to ask what that was until I got this program and I learned everything I needed to know. So I was doing this in between my 18 hours a day. I had to figure it out. And I will tell you, in 10 and a half weeks, I was able to walk away from not one of those jobs, but both of them because of this program and the mentorship that I got inside of that community, the support, the guidance, and the training. I would have never known about any of this. I could barely order on Amazon, you guys. That's how bad I was, right? So I got it all. I got everything that I needed. But let me tell you, 10K, I quickly started making that and then some every single month after learning and then earning. Here's the deal. I'm coming up on 2.5 years with this program. And I still work from home, as you can see. I've never had to go back to a 9 to 5 grind. I have my relationship back. I'm not in debt anymore. I have my bills paid off. I am living that life because of this program. So if that's what you're looking for, whatever it is, this program absolutely can help you get there. You just got to meet it halfway. Thank you guys.
I love your story, and I'm sure you just gave a bunch of people hope. So,
I hope so. I hope so, because that's what we're here for, is to give other people hope. It can happen. It can.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing, my
Yes.
friend. Yes, you guys, as you can see, don't allow your lack of time to hold you back. That should be your reason that you want to automate your business, right?